And faithful viewers, welcome to Nostalgia Wednesdays, week number 2. How the heck are you this week? Hey, if it's your birthday, happy birthday from Chris Country. And happy birthday, of course, to our great edition. July the 4th is actually tomorrow. We may actually already be at tomorrow by the time I get this video up, but hey, sorry I'm running a little late. But if some of you have been following my Chris Country posts, you know that I've been running into video editing issues. I'll get to that in a separate blog, which I'm going to go ahead and shoot and post here shortly. But for now, let's get to what you came to this video for. Nostalgia Wednesdays, of course. And I've actually got some pretty informational tidbits for you. First off, let's go ahead and look at the Hot 100 chart. This year, 1 year ago, Call Me Maybe by Carla Rae Jepsen. She was in her third week now at Call Me Maybe up at the number 1 post. 5 years ago, Katy Perry hit number 1 for the first time on that particular chart with I Kissed a Girl. 10 years ago, This Is the Night. I forgot to write down who sang that. But, yeah, This Is the Night. It was its second week at number 1. 15 years ago, This Boy Is Mine by Brandy and Monica. So there's your Hot 100, 1, 5, 10, and 15 year history. Of course, my field, country music. Let's see, 1 year ago, Drunk on You by Luke Bryan. Heard it? I've got my opinions on Luke Bryan. I mean, I think he's a good artist. But I think he kind of puts a weird spin on the country music genre. Again, that's just my opinion, though. 5 years ago, Better as a Memory by Kenny Chesney. Would be this was the second week at the number 1 spot with that particular single. 10 years ago, and I cannot believe for the life of me that it's been 10 years ago now, but 10 years ago, Beer for My Horses was at number 1. Of course, you're talking about the summer of 2003. I don't know. When I read that and put it into the log to present to you guys tonight, it just kind of got me to thinking back to 2003. That summer was actually kind of a rough one for me. I really won't get too much into it because then this video will go way over and it'd be way off topic. But I know for one thing, after that summer was my junior year of high school. Made some really good new friends. One of them you probably know who you are, America. But yeah, it's hard to believe it's been 10 years ago now. So I'm just getting old. I feel old. Anyway, 20 years ago was that summer, and I honestly forgot to do one for 15 years. So my bad. I might actually go ahead and slip that into the video into the description down below. So just watch out for that. Let's see. This year, let's see. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Video games. The history of video games. This week and this month actually had some interesting hits off the articles. June 30th of 1999, Pokemon Snap was released for the Nintendo 64. Interesting US fact, for some reason, by law, any game that came out with like a bunch of mini games or some type of photography mechanic was supposed to be, by law, compared to Pokemon Snap. A little US fun fact for you. For the month of July, I know usually I do this week, but back in the early video game history, there wasn't really a whole lot of detail about release dates, so they usually go by month. So I'll talk about July here. 1980, Atari releases Missile Command to arcades. 1981, Nintendo released Donkey Kong to arcades. A lot of my friends that are my age or younger, obviously we weren't around back then to remember when those games were at arcades, but I do know for a fact we still remember arcades. And of course, in 1994, LucasArts released Star Wars TIE Fighter for the PC. Now, of course, we can get back into actual dates and getting back onto the topic of this week. July 1st, 1991, Duke Nukem was released for PC. This was the 2D Duke Nukem, which I think there was like 2 of them before they came out with the 3D. Also, July 1st, 1997, Star Fox 64 was released for N64. It kind of makes me, just for some reason, the way that game title just kind of made me rethink. You remember, like, back in the 90s, like in the PC era, or like, especially with PCs, like almost everything was named pretty much after the year it was released. Like, you had Microsoft Office 97, 98, 2000, and like almost every Nintendo 64 game I've ever seen, or at least most of them, had 64 in the title. I don't know, I always thought that was kind of interesting about how they did things back then. Or even into the 2000s. I can't remember if we have a Microsoft Office XP, but I know there was Microsoft Office 2000, 03. It kind of continued on, but I think it phased out after a while. Anyway, July 3rd of 1999, Billy Mitchell, no, not the General William Mitchell, but actually his name is Billy Mitchell, of King Kong fame, completes the first officially documented perfect game of Pac-Man, scoring 3,333,360 points in the course of about 6 hours. Yes, others have since done it faster, but this score includes getting as many points as possible on the game's glitched kill stream. There is no known way of achieving a higher score. I thought that was interesting when I found that out. Also, a little bit let's go ahead and poke fun at Microsoft. July 5th of 2007, Microsoft admitted that their launch Xbox 360s had significant overheating problems, thus they had to extend out their warranties. I've only really seen Microsoft come out and in a roundabout way admit they screwed up. Like, the big one I remember was Windows ME. That sucker only lasted about 8 months before they killed it and said, yeah, we're going over to Windows XP. And speaking of XP, that one almost turned into, I still remember, that one almost turned into a nightmare like Windows Vista was. I remember when it was XP Service Pack 1, nothing but problems. There wasn't any, there was a lot of hardware issues, there really wasn't drivers out for a lot of peripherals and accessories, and people were mad. But I think Microsoft got it right when they came out with Service Pack 2, and definitely when Service Pack 3 rolled out. And XP, it still is a really good operating system. I'm actually kind of sad to see Microsoft getting the support for it next year. I'll post a separate blog on that, which is, yeah, if you've noticed, I kind of get off tangent pretty easily. But, yeah, there you go. Nostalgia Wednesdays. All your music and video game history for you. And now wrap it up for about this week. Of course, I'll go ahead and post links to the videos for the top 100 in the country music history down in the description below. I am Chris for Chris Country. You can always find me on my Facebook page at Chris Country. Or, of course, you can rate, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And, I hope you all enjoyed my Nostalgia Wednesday episode 2, and I look forward to, in the roundabout way, seeing you again on my next video. See you later.